It was only a few months ago, ladies and gentlemen, when we saw probably the most monumental and earth-shattering return in modern history, if not of all time, in the WWE. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the return of CM Punk. This was an unbelievable, unexpected return, and I was there to see it. It was so exciting. I was super hyped when he came back, and we were all excited to see CM Punk back in the WWE, seeing all those dream matches finally happening, seeing CM Punk win the Royal Rumble, main event WrestleMania, and do all those sort of things. However, going into his first televised match back at the Royal Rumble this year, we saw the injury that CM Punk is now facing and dealing with, which is going to be taking him out of action for around 6 to 8 months according to Punk, and that is upsetting. However, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk will be back at some point, and I know we all are excited about this Rock, Roman, Cody thing, but let's not forget about the best in the world, ladies and gentlemen. This is how I think CM Punk should return to the WWE. I got my CM Punk shirt ready to go. It's an amazing shirt. I am super excited to make this video because this is something different that I usually do on my channel. I usually just make wrestling vlogs. If you've seen my channel before, you know what I'm talking about. But let me know in the comments if you guys enjoy this video and want to see more content like this. I'm trying to explore new kind of wrestling content that I can make on my channel, so yeah. With that being said, let's get this video rolling. So where should we start the story? Honestly, I think that this story should start as soon as the next PLE that we're getting. Obviously, Elimination Chamber is around the corner in Perth, Australia. It's going to be an amazing event, and I cannot wait to watch it live, even though it's going to air like at 4 or 5 in the morning where I live. However, it's going to be very good to see that happen, and we all know that the Elimination Chamber match, whoever wins that match as a result will gain a match with Seth freaking Rollins at WrestleMania this year for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, who should win this match? Honestly, there's a lot of great competitors going into this match. I know we have talks about LA Knight. I know that Randy Orton himself is in the match, and we all know the legend Randy Orton is. However, there's another favorite to win this match, and that is Drew McIntyre. And I think, personally, you may not agree with me, but this video is going to show you why I think that Drew McIntyre is the best fit, the best choice to win this match and go on to main event WrestleMania with Seth freaking Rollins. I believe that Drew McIntyre has the best story to tell and to keep moving forward past WrestleMania and going into WrestleMania. Whether or not he wins the championship, I'm sure he could do great things, but we'll talk about the WrestleMania match in just a bit. Let's start at the Elimination Chamber. This is going to eventually lead to CM Punk's return. So at the Elimination Chamber, Drew McIntyre is celebrating. He's excited. He won the Elimination Chamber. He now has a chance to win the championship in front of a live crowd at WrestleMania. It's a very exciting time for Drew McIntyre. This eventually is going to lead up to Drew McIntyre and Seth freaking Rollins, you know, going on it at Raw, you know, in an exchange, in a promo, in a segment. They exchange words, and, well, they spark up a fiery feud.
Drew, you've been going on and on about how you were robbed of your championship moment by the Bloodline, and how you haven't been able to win a championship in front of a live crowd. It's old news, Drew. While you've been stuck in the past, the rest of us have moved on. But here's something I can give you credit for. You won the Elimination Chamber, and now you've got your chance at WrestleMania. But let's not kid ourselves, Drew. Your time has come and gone. Maybe then you'll finally realize it's time to move on, and that this whole time your moment has been left behind in 2020.
Seth, you can try to downplay my determination all you want, but I'm not about to let your words get to me. You might not think I'll win at WrestleMania. I thrive on proving doubters like you wrong. And when I do, you'll be left speechless. You'll realize my moment is far from gone. You may think my WrestleMania dream is gone, but you're mistaken. I'm not CM Punk. I'm Drew Bloody McIntyre.
Going into the WrestleMania match, they now have this match under a personal level. It is now something that Drew McIntyre is optimistic to win, and Seth freaking Rollins knows that. He's aware of that. So Seth freaking Rollins is also doing whatever he can to make sure that he keeps the title and doesn't lose it to Drew McIntyre. So they have this amazing match. They exchange kicks, punches, impressive wrestling moves. They give the crowd something to enjoy. However, throughout this match, while the referee is, you know, not really paying attention here, Drew McIntyre decides to grab a steel chair from the bottom of the ring. He takes that into the ring and hits Seth freaking Rollins. And now, once the referee is back, Drew McIntyre has the opportunity for that 1, 2, 3. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre is celebrating for the first time in front of live fans. It is a monumental moment in Drew McIntyre's career. He's celebrating, he's happy, he cannot believe it, but the fans aren't really in on this one. Drew's celebration keeps going, and it's an amazing moment for Drew. Drew is overwhelmed with emotions up until CM Punk's music hits. And that's when the Best in the World makes his first WrestleMania appearance since 2013. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk meet at the ramp, and CM Punk utters these words.
"This is your reminder. I'm coming for you, Drew McIntyre."
After this face-off, CM Punk turns around, he makes his way back onto the backstage area, and Drew McIntyre is left very concerned. CM Punk is clearly not forgetting about Drew McIntyre. The following episode on Raw, we see Drew McIntyre, the new World Heavyweight Champion, out on the arena inside of the ring by himself, hosting a championship celebration, although the fans aren't really celebrating with him.
Welcome to Drew McIntyre's championship celebration. At WrestleMania, I not only won the championship in front of a crowd for the first time, but I proved to the world why I've always been the chosen one. Holding this title means I am the best, and no one is ever taking this from me.
No. You're a cheater. If you want to prove yourself to the world, play the fair game. We both know what you did, and I deserve a rematch. You don't have what it takes to be a champion anymore.
Now that Seth freaking Rollins has made his opinion clear and how he feels about Drew McIntyre's illegal use of the chair at WrestleMania, we're getting Seth freaking Rollins a rematch at Backlash in France against Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre and Seth freaking Rollins have an amazing match. They both put on an amazing performance for the fans at home, for the fans in the crowd, and it's a very personal thing for both individuals within the match. It is a 5-star match. It is an amazing match. It's exciting. It's anticipating. The fans are rooting for Seth freaking Rollins. Drew McIntyre is doing everything he can to make sure he keeps that title, and he does. Drew McIntyre retains the title. He's happy. He's very relieved that he didn't lose it tonight, or so he thought. This is when Damian Priest, Senor Money in the Bank, makes his way out onto the arena. Ladies and gentlemen, Damian Priest is in France. Drew McIntyre doesn't know what to do. Damian Priest cashes in successfully. This has a very lost, confused, and scared Drew McIntyre in the ring, and Damian Priest gets all of it. And now, Damian Priest has a chance to take down a weakened Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre has no power left in him. He has no strength. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new World Heavyweight Champion. The Money in the Bank contract has officially been cashed in successfully. Damian Priest is now the World Heavyweight Champion, representing the Judgment Day and making them proud. However, Drew McIntyre is not happy with this. He's furious, just like Seth freaking Rollins was following WrestleMania. So what does he do? He goes straight to Adam Pearce.
Adam, this is mad. Did you see what he did? Damian stole the championship from me. Look, I played the fair game with Seth, and I gave him a rematch. So I'd appreciate if you show me some respect and do the same for me.
I understand your concern, but he was Mr. Money in the Bank, so he had all the right to do what he did, and he won the title fairly. I will talk to him, and if he's willing to give you a rematch, I'll be sure to let you know.
Adam Pearce knows that Damian Priest didn't do anything wrong. I mean, he was literally Senor Money in the Bank, so he could have cashed it in at any time, whenever he wanted for the championship, and he did just that. So he had all the right to do what he did. However, Drew McIntyre is very well respected by Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce is a very nice guy, as we know. So ladies and gentlemen, what does he do? He goes to Damian Priest and tries to convince him for a rematch.
How about this? You can have your first title defense against Drew McIntyre at Money in the Bank. Defeating the former champion in a fair match in terms of ability and stamina, where he is at 100%, will prove that you're truly the right man to be called champion and that you didn't just get lucky. So what do you say?
Adam, I don't really want to do this. I've been working hard to get to this point, and I don't consider myself ready for a championship defense. I've been partying and relaxing with my crew, the Judgment Day, and I plan to keep doing that. But you make a good point. I want to establish my rightful possession of this championship. Drew's on.
In the words of Adam Pearce, it is official. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre will go at it for the World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank. The match is amazing. They're exchanging a lot of kicks, a lot of punches. They're doing everything. They're giving it their all. Drew McIntyre is doing it for himself. Damian Priest is doing it for himself. And for the Judgment Day, not R-Truth, but the rest of the Judgment Day. However, Damian Priest, of course, has got the Judgment Day on his side. But Drew McIntyre manages to take out Finn Balor and R-Truth. Yeah, he wasn't really invited by Damian Priest, but at least he was there. But that doesn't stop CM Punk from coming out. That's right, CM Punk makes his way out to the ring, and what does he do? He gives the most powerful GTS to Drew McIntyre, and the crowd is just stunned. It's shocked. And this allows Damian Priest to go for the cover to retain the title. Drew McIntyre couldn't be any more frustrated. So what happens next? Monday Night Raw.
Really? You think you're getting away with what you did?
First of all, you should settle down. I made it clear that I was coming for you, Drew. It's not my fault that you worried more about Judgment Day than CM Punk. I made a promise, and I fulfilled it. Funny thing is, I haven't even been cleared yet. Yeah, I was that desperate to piss you off, and I just couldn't wait any longer. I'm expecting to get cleared in about 3 weeks, but I'll be showing up here on Raw up to then. And guess what? 3 weeks from now just so happens to be a little bit before SummerSlam.
I know where you're going with this. I know you said you were coming for me, but CM Punk, trust me when I tell you, I want this match more than you. So you bet we're getting a match at SummerSlam.
After this fiery exchange at Monday Night Raw, it's official. At SummerSlam, CM Punk makes his official return to the WWE ring against Drew McIntyre, keeping his promise to go right for Drew when he came back. Now that we're at SummerSlam, they have an amazing match, an unforgettable match. They put on the best performance that they could, and it's very personal this time around for Drew McIntyre. He's not facing Damian, he's not facing Seth freaking Rollins, he's facing CM Punk, his worst and most personal opponent yet. And it's also personal for CM Punk. He tries his best, and eventually CM Punk capitalizes with a powerful GTS, which allows CM Punk to go for the cover and win the match. But while this is all going on, Seth freaking Rollins is trying to win the World Heavyweight Championship back. So he's facing Damian Priest, and they have an amazing match. They exchange a lot of punches, blows, everything that they can. And Seth freaking Rollins manages to win the title back from Damian Priest, and now the World Heavyweight Championship is in the hands of the original owner. Now this is where I am ending the specifics in the story. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that this will give us a lot this year, a lot of great television to watch this year, a lot of great matches, anticipating storylines with Drew and CM Punk. And I think that this is where CM Punk and Seth Rollins start their feud, where CM Punk sets his eyes on the World Heavyweight Championship. He goes on to the Royal Rumble 2025. He wins the Rumble, he main events WrestleMania with Seth freaking Rollins and wins the title. That is how I think CM Punk should return, and that is also how I think CM Punk should win the World Heavyweight Championship. I think it's perfect. I think everyone gets their time. I think Damian Priest gets the well-deserved time. I think Drew McIntyre gets the well-deserved time. I think this works out very well. But if you disagree or agree, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any more suggestions for the story, or you have ideas, this video is not only to share with you my ideas, but to create a space where you can also share your ideas. So you know, exchange some ideas in the comments. Let me know what's on your mind. And well, I hope you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this is a little bit different than anything I've done before on this channel, but if you guys want to see more of this, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe. However, I also have a little announcement that I want to make. As you can see, I have my CM Punk shirt on right now. However, I do have another shirt with me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is regarding my next vlog that I'm going to be uploading to this channel. If you have watched my channel before, you'd know that I make wrestling vlogs in Chicago, and I've never gone to a show outside of the city before, though I've gone to a lot of shows. But yeah, so my next show, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be outside of Chicago. This is actually going to be my first ever time going outside of Chicago, like I said, for a wrestling show, and I'm going to be vlogging, and it's going to be amazing. But it's not just any show, ladies and gentlemen. I am going, yes, to WrestleMania. That means I'm going to Philadelphia this year, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be amazing. April, make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to be going both nights, and it's going to be an amazing vlog for you guys to see. I'm going to make sure I make it my best. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll definitely try to make some more videos before WrestleMania. But up to then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Till next time.